Whatever's heavy on my heart is always on my mind. Like Snoop's cannabis shredder, I'm always on my grind. They throwing shade cause niggas could never take my shine. I bring my watch collection on my jet, let me take my time. Like fine wine, I'm aging like Benjamin. Top 5, I'm worth mentioning. Bring me rappers, I'm lynching them. See the pendulum swing, Jesus with diamond thorns. Ludacris, swaddled in Gucci linens when I was born. Never been Illuminati, only a Ludanati. And I only left with bitches when coming from any party. Now I'm married with kids, the evolution of life. Never been a clout chaser, never say shit for likes. R.I.P. John Singleton. You never have to flex when you earn every one of your Fast and Furious checks. Afro with the sideburns, yeah, that's my signature. Addictions on the rise, comedians check your temperature.
Everybody overlooking the fact that nigga Ludacris, nigga, he responded with a rap song. That lets you know how fucked up this shit is. Nigga, if you say I've been at a gay party getting fine, I ain't finna make you no song, nigga. I'm finna call you a motherfucking lie. Where you nigga call that? Nigga, I'm gonna call you on your phone, nigga. You lying. You ain't seen me no mother. That nigga made a rap. That nigga responded with a jingle. Say, that lets you know he guilty. Nigga come back with a rap song. A hell of a rap song. Nigga ain't rapped in 20-some years. This nigga ain't made a rap song in 20 years. Soon as Katt Williams say, hey, I seen you coming out that funny room though, nigga. With walking bow-legged, you were knock needed before you went in. You dive and rub together. You come out of there bow-legged.
Are you related to Luda?
No, so there was a crossroads where we were both invited to an Illuminati thing, and it had to be one or the other of us, and decisions had to be made. So it was both of us, we were equal. One of us had to cut off all their hair and couldn't do the sideburn thing no more with the points. And the next person, they said, was going to get $200 million because they were going to pay him $10 million a movie to do 20 movies. And that's how the conversation happened. One of those persons turned out to be Ludacris, and the other person turned out to be Katt Williams. Now, one person ended up with a light-skinned, ugly-faced wife that's never done it. Remember I told you that if I say that, it applied to 7 people? Yes. It's part of what they give you. Okay? I didn't get it. I'm not mad about it.
How much money they give? 200?
Sir. Fast and Furious is on what number right
10.
now?
10 more. 200 million, I might need to get me one of the more women look the same.
That's what they all end up saying at the end of the day. Kevin told you he wasn't gonna wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision, duh. But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you? It's okay. All right.
My frustration with Katt Williams comes from, you keep pointing at Hollywood. Hollywood this, the white man, this, and this. When do you take responsibility for your actions? You had the shot.
Katt was in that position at one point.
You were the guy. You were set up to be the star. You didn't show up to work. You fucked off promo shoots. You fucked off your promo trips that they had set up for you. You became a risk to the studios, which is why the studios stopped with you.
Why was he a risk?
He chose drugs.
Oh, okay.
Take responsibility for what you chose and say, you know what, I gotta fix me.
In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to L.A. and in his first year in L.A. he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words. He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smollett gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you. Like, it's important in the checks and balances of the universe that liars not get to make complete narratives for themselves.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. That's why, do you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years? If what I say ain't the case. It's a cabal. It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with and they don't with who they don't. But I'm not scared of being the competition any more than you were when you lined up across from a superior team. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't.
Wow.
Because Shannon Sharp got to be a different person than that other person.
Absolutely.
And he always was. That doesn't change when I change teams. That remains the same.
Ludacris. What is going on? Now, I'm not gonna pretend that I've been a fan of Ludacris. He does his thing. But how you gonna reply with a rap, rude boy? A rap. Why are you rapping? No one wants to hear your rap right now. We want to hear talking. We want to hear you say, this is true, this ain't true. Yeah, Charleston was spot on. Why are you coming with raps? No one wants to hear your rap now. We want to hear what's going on. You still trying to make tunes, make a song. Charleston, what did he say? Someone's calling you out for something. I'm not making a song. We're not doing songs. That was dumb.
Even though, okay, I got to get into I got to unpack this podcast because Katt made a comment where he said, why you think Gary Owen, who's a white guy, has been doing stand-up for 25 years, hasn't crossed over.
Yes.
And when he said it, I was like, wait a minute, was that a good thing or bad thing? And I literally had to go to Twitter and start asking people, was I catching strays or what was that? And they was like, no, they were saying you haven't sold your soul. That's why you haven't crossed over. You've been consistently you, and that's why you haven't, quote-unquote, crossed over. So I was like, oh, okay, that made sense. Now, I'm not going to get into it, but I've been I was in an awkward situation one time where I can't say for 100% this person was trying to make me do something, casting couch type deal, but it felt like it. And I was like, is this?
If it felt like it, it did. It felt, you're sitting on the fence, if someone was trying to ting with you.
Is this that point where I've always heard, would you suck a dick for $1 million? And I was thinking to myself, and I was in this office in this room going, well, this is I'm about to answer this question. And the answer was no, I wouldn't. So, no, listen, I can't say for 100%. That's where it was going, but it felt like it. It felt like it. You got to be in the room to feel it. And I was like, oh, this dude is really coming on to me.
Who's the dude?
This is happening in real life.
Spill the beans.
And the dude did it, and he'll always remain nameless. I think he was filling me out. Like, is this dude? And this was years ago. I was young in the game, but I was just like, wait a minute, is this happening right now? I was like, oh my God. And then I was like, I made sure I made it very clear I like women. I'm not going that route. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm not gonna get into it, but I was wondering. I was like, "Ooh, is this happening?"
Yeah, we know there's truth in this, and we all want to know what's going on. What's really going on? And Tommy did say, because Gary Owen, he was the guy to blow. No pun intended, but he was the guy. That's why he never went no further. He never sold his soul. Now he's being like PC and he's saying, I'm not gonna mention any names, etc., because obviously he's no Katt Williams, and like he said, he's just trying to get his money and go home and keep his integrity. So he never done none of that. And when he's saying it felt like it, listen, if it felt like it, as a grown ass, you can decipher if man's trying a thing with you or he's not. You know. Everybody knows when someone's going down that path, feeling it out, checking it out. Is this something that's viable? You know. But it seems like Katt Williams is just he's making waves. He's making waves for a lot of people. So, in my opinion, I think it would be a good time to start dropping a special. Is he dropping a special or something? Is something coming? Because the way he's just dropped this and he's taken over the internet. Yeah? He's taken over the internet. So if he's going for the bag, he's, his marketing strategy is 100%. But it never feels like people are coming out and saying this didn't happen. Like, you got Ludacris rapping a response. I still can't get over Ludacris rapping a response. This just makes no sense. But people they're not really saying anything. Like, if someone's mentioning my name, and I know it ain't true, you're mad if you think I'm going to keep quiet. I'm going to talk my life. I'm going to talk everybody's business, and I ain't rapping it. Let me know what you think anyway.